What the hell are you doing today? Besides making a mess on my floor.
Oh, make a bigger mess.
Is she gonna work on this thing today or what?
I've been working on it.
Really?
Yeah. As much as I can be.
He's been doing a little tinkering here and there. A lot of boring stuff. Tedious rust removal and lots of wire wheels and sanding and...
Very boring stuff.
What's the plan today?
Well, so we got the engine bay all kind of stripped down, got the interior stripped down, the exposed parts, the rust. Gonna do the same thing with the underside, get that kind of cleaned up, because hopefully next week we're gonna start painting this thing. So then we can put the engine in it. And then once the engine's in it, then we can start putting more things in it.
So we do have front suspension for it. That actually came in. So we got to get this old suspension out of here. We're putting new control arms in there. We got to remove these death springs. So hopefully no one dies today. I mean, they just look dangerous. Look at them. They're curved. These guys back in the old day had no fear. There's no engine in here, so there's not much holding the suspension tight. I have a feeling that when I pop this nut loose on this shock, she's gonna pop up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little. We'll find out. Before we lift it on the hoist, let's see what happens here. Oh, she only came up a little bit. Not too bad.
Oh. Spring moved a little bit.
Did it?
Yeah.
Watch out, she's coming apart. Let go of me. Come on. Yeah. Yep, not reusing those.
Now it's time for the fireworks.
Oh!
Don't ruin it!
Where were you on that one?
That's a scary sight.
That is. Look how bowed it is. It just looks like it's about ready to pop out the way it is. We are going to reuse these springs. The control arms are obviously going to be different. Brake upgrade. Lower control arms are going to be different. Yeah, let's get this out of there. Got the directions there?
I do. Now, am I going to read them? No, but looking at the picture, looks like the shorter ones are on the inside, longer ones are on the outside.
That just looks crazy.
That's how you got to do it.
Show them the front of that.
Well,
The local O'Reilly store had one of these in stock. As long as I've been doing this, I've never had to use one. Of course, I don't normally work on old stuff, but we're gonna try it. That's the only way you can get these out. Here we go. All right, which one's our short one versus long one?
that one's
This is the short one. Let's keep on just twisting her up here. So that should go like that. Again, not sketch at all, is it?
Now it's time to stand back.
Now, hopefully this time she'll work. All our jaws are in place. Yeah. See what happens. Tell you what,
What if you come on this side?
not a fan of the suspension.
Well,
That worked out about as good as I thought it would. There's still tension on there, so be careful. That was interesting.
yeah.
Definitely there's a trick to doing this that I must not know about, but she's out. Finally.
That's not where it landed either. It kind of landed back towards me where I was standing.
Well, the spring compressor was still on it, but
And then those are
definitely like throwing a grenade on the floor. It was still in there holding spring pressure on it, but a lesson of what not to do, probably.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get better on number 2.
We better. We got a bunch of parts sitting over there, so I like to keep those.
What do you always tell me though? It's fine. It's fine.
It'll be fine.
Every time, yeah, it'll be fine.
But this side was fine because it was on the side that didn't have anything.
Yeah. I'm just glad it's out. One more left.
Unfortunately.
Let's get to it. This spring seems to be a lot looser.
Oh.
How did that work so good on this side? Not so good on the other side. Spring number 2 out. What a relief. The only bad part is that we actually have to put this back in.
Springs don't go bad.
No, they don't go bad, but as much trouble as we had getting it out,
Oh yeah.
I can't imagine it being any safer going back in.
Well, now we have a little bit of experience. It's got to go back in the way it came out, and we already made him come out, so.
I think there'll be some different approach made to this. Those are some tall springs. You wouldn't think those actually fit in there, but man, they're some tall springs. Be nice to get these out.
So,
You probably got to go to work, huh?
pretty sure.
So, like usual, I did all the hard work today.
Sure.
You can see we got her stripped down. No suspension on this side whatsoever. She's right there. More parts over here.
He wasn't very gentle with it.
You keep on taking more parts off than you're installing. Good news is, I don't see too much rust in here. We got some seam sealer to maybe dig out and replace. But yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. And the new suspension is gonna look super sweet in there. Tubular control arms. Can you picture it? Lower control arm, upper control arm. That's gonna be a video for a different day down the road. We got some cleaning up to do. We got some painting to do. But for now, I'm gonna get the other side done, I guess, and Casey's gonna try and make some money.
Sure am. I gotta pay for this somehow.
Look who decided to help out today.
I help out every day.
For a little bit.
Well, I'm a busy guy.
Yeah, I'm not. I have nothing going on. So, when you left last night, I got the suspension out of both sides. Looks like a bomb went off in here. Yeah, she's pretty much stripped down. So, I am going to get these backing plates off these knuckles today. Get ready for the brake upgrade.
It's real nice.
Keep on cleaning parts up and just the tedious stuff. It's really not much to show here. I mean, it's just a lot of grinding, sanding, cleaning stuff, removing undercoating. It's just kind of boring stuff, to be honest with you. But today, Casey's got a little time. He's got the inside of the car cleaned up.
Yeah, all the spots where the metal was starting to rust, poking through the paint, got that all cleaned up. So yeah, there's still some paint on it. That's the good metal, so we're just keeping it there. But yeah, we're gonna cover up the rusty bits.
And we're gonna use this. Is a 2-in-1 rust converter and primer. So we're gonna see how it works. It's diluted up to 20% with water. So a gallon should get us some coverage. So yeah, it is a kind of a red color, which we're not really concerned with because carpet goes in. So carpet's gonna cover the red paint.
Plus on top of that, we're also putting sound deadening, so that's gonna cover up even more.
Yeah. So we're gonna roll this on to avoid any overspray, so we don't have any issues with that. So yeah, you get started on that, and I'm gonna strip down these knuckles, and we'll continue on with this project. And it's a project.
Yep. Keeps on going on.
I can't wait till it's done, really.
Well, got a couple more months.
It's like an emotional roller coaster. It just kind of beats you down some days. Other days, you know, it looks great. Hopefully when we get this paint on, it'll be like, yeah, we're making progress. Get to see something look nice instead of looking at rust.
Well, maybe not that paint, but hopefully once we get the engine bay.
Yeah, once we get the engine bay done, the underside of the car, and the engine put in it.
Then it's time to actually start doing things.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done with this cleaning, sanding. Ugh. It's just a lot of work. But just keep at it. A couple hours here and there. You'll get it done.
Yeah.
Get it out of my life.
Well, don't know about that.
Okay. Well, you get to doing that, and I'll take care of the suspension stuff. I think we got her mixed up probably good enough. We've been mixing for an hour, it seems like.
Not quite that long.
It says we can dilute it up to 20%. I'm guessing that's maybe if we just spray it, but I mean, reviews say that this stuff is really thick, but that's, I don't know. I think we just roll it on like that. I think that'll be good. You ready to do this?
Mm-hmm. I guess.
That time to get some paint on this thing. We got our rust converter on here. It's a converter primer. So yeah, we're gonna get some black epoxy primer on it, and then we'll top coat it with a single stage gloss black paint. So yeah, we gotta get this curtain up, kind of make a booth out of this stall. Gotta get it up there. Let's get to getting so we can start painting.
Work time. Alright people, welcome back. We are done painting one part of the car. Well, and the underside. Look at that. Voila, sexy. Take you inside. Ooh, battery tray. The tunnel. Look at that. She's black. Coming out of the side. Again, black. And then this is where the paint's good. This is where the paint's not good. I haven't done this yet. Underside. Look at that. Ooh. Everything, even the wheel wells. Everything got painted, even the springs. So we got all done painting. It didn't come in yesterday, which was Monday. Had to let it dry. Came in today. Gonna start putting suspension parts on, and look at that. We got our lowers, right? And nice little bracket for it. I'll show you. Right. This goes in about there. I mean, we were looking at it, and we were looking at the kit that we got, and we were like, well, where's the back ones? Because, you know, you gotta go to the front, and you gotta have one for the back. Well, they expect you to reuse the ones that you had. We didn't know that. We were gonna put them on. Gonna have to delay that step a little bit and paint them.
Should we see if we can get these control arms put in?
Sure.
I don't know if Casey told you, but we got some control arms here from CPP. And we were kind of struggling with how these actually go in. You would think they would just bolt in place like the original ones. They do not. They actually have these brackets here, which bolt to the existing mounts with these two bolts, and then these go through your new control arm. So it's kind of what we thought. Yep. But then we were kind of thinking, okay, so how do we get these? How are we able to align this vehicle if we can't get to these bolts? So I called the tech line, and this becomes kind of a fixed piece. So let's kind of show you here. So they sit in here like this. Again, it would be helpful if they had instructions, but they do not. Let me get it threaded in there. But anyway, they sit in here like this, and then this becomes a fixed piece. The bolts come through the back side, and then you put a conventional shim in through the top, through these holes between the bolt and the back of the control arm. So it kind of raises another question. Where do we set this as far as how far in, how far out? Again, we don't want a big stack of shims, you know, the smaller stack of shims the better, but if we get this out too far, we can't take any shims out. So we don't want to be in a spot where we need to, I don't know if we put this in the middle, back as far as we can, forward as far as we can. It would be nice if they had instructions. It would be nice if it actually just bolted in the way the original ones did, because that would make it really easy.
Things can't be easy though.
No, I'm kind of confused on why they did it this way, but
Engineers,
well,
they always suck.
Those engineers could have thought maybe just a little bit better on this, I think, but you know what? I'm not knocking them. You know, they're the only ones that offered a control arm like that, and I'm sure this control arm is probably a multi-use deal. So, you know, production parts. They're trying to use as many crossover parts as they can. But still, I would love to be able to stick this bolt down in there and bolt it in kind of like this one. Oh, it just bolts in. This is upside down, but it would bolt in just like that. I thought about drilling these out after further inspection. The distance from this hole to this hole is actually wider than these holes where this plate bolts to. So it's kind of an adapter plate to go from a smaller set of holes to these wider holes. So that's how we're gonna install them. Again, they sent me pictures on, you know, they got all the parts laid out, and then they got this stuff, you know, on there. So I'm assuming that's how they want it installed. Again, no instructions. I even asked them for a printable instructions. They're like, sorry, we ain't got that. Okay. But we manufacture a part with no instructions. Whatever.
Just gotta figure it out.
No torque specs, no nothing. We'll just calibrated arm, I guess.
I got them on there pretty snug. They might fall out, but
What'd you put on there? Oh, the brackets for the front there? Okay. Well, I guess if you want to bolt these control arms on, I think we probably want to get them back as far as we can.
Mm-hmm.
That way, because I don't want to pull the springs back out on this thing.
No.
To move those plates that are now going to be stationary, it's going to be a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move them back as far as we can. Hopefully we're not adding like 3 inches of freaking shims in there.
Well, it probably will be.
Oh God. All right, that's where we're at.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we have this thing, little bracket, putting these on, right? I was having some trouble with this. It wasn't wanting to thread in real nice. So we'll see if it threads in nice. Now, I took the little block out, took it out from the back, and threaded it in there. It's still probably not gonna be nice. There is a thread started. So can we just... it might be in there now. I think we're good on that one. Well, I think we got thread started. Cool. So the way that we're going to align this is, don't know if you can see it, but there's little notches here. That's how it slides back and forth. What we're going to do is we're going to put this bracket just so there's barely a little bit of that showing. Now the reason why we're doing that is the picture that they sent us, the instructions, that's how they had it. So that's how we're going to do it. Is it going to be right? I don't know. Maybe. But that's what we're going to do for now. I already got the other side bolted in, so just got to get these down, put the uppers on. First couple turns, not too bad. And then it gets harder. Oh. Jesus Christ. There we go. Ooh, yeah, this one's... That one's about 5 bajillion foot-pounds right there. She ain't going nowhere. Holy hell, would you look at that? Somebody already did this side. Now, take 2 on this.
This is gonna be harder because I got wrench in my hand. This is not even there. That's, yep, there we go. On. Until it falls off. Oh well. Again, washer. Another washer. Oh, gone forever. Just kidding. Get it going by hand. Good enough. Oh, that one's not on all the way. There we go. Still scratching the paint. God. Oh. Oh. There we go. Yep, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Oh. About negative 5 foot-pounds right there. She ain't going nowhere. Look at that. Oh. Scratching the paint again. Nice. It moves. That's good. Hopefully the spring doesn't ever compress that much. That would be bad, but nice. I did put the grease inserts in, grease inserts, whatever. 7mm. And the wrench that he had just gnarled those things up. Can't have nice things around here. Sure, I might be scratching paint, but really? Gnarling up my brand new grease fittings? God, that's unacceptable.
Another day of working in the shop. We got some shocks in. We just finished up on putting springs in the other day, yesterday. That was pretty exciting.
Yeah, that was too close to death.
Yeah. These springs are not fun to deal with. We ended up using the hoist arm a little bit and a spring compressor that fits inside just to kind of make sure nothing was popping loose. But yeah, we got them back in there safely. It was a little little tense there for a while. But yeah, we got our shields on, shocks are in, suspension's pretty much done there. Yeah, brakes, we still got to install the rest of the brake kit.
We do have to take those calipers off to put the wheels on because the wheels don't fit, and we don't have new wheels yet.
Yeah, this brake kit will not fit the stock, I don't even know what these are, 13s?
Something like that. Too small. That's what they are.
Yeah, I don't even know. They are 13-inch tire. But yeah, those wheels will not fit this this hub here. So to move the vehicle around, we're gonna have to pull those off, bolt the old wheels up, and kind of scooter back off the hoist, and then we gotta think about putting this engine in at some point in time. That might be tomorrow's project. There she is. Is that the final resting spot for this engine?
It should be.
Hopefully. Oh yeah, let's let that suck around there. We do need to delete some of these vacuum parts later. But for now, did it clear the wiper?
Oh yeah.
Nice. I think this is the first time we've had this engine in, actually with the plam on it.
Probably.
She looks good. I like it. Casey, I like it a lot. You guys saw yesterday, we got the engine put in. Casey's just gotta tighten up the motor mounts here. But yeah, get our bell housing put on, and then we'll get this transmission put in. She's coming together, guys. It's looking good, I think. Can't wait to hear it run. How about you, Casey?
Oh, for sure. That big chop from the cam, it's gonna sound beautiful.
We're getting there. Got a lot of parts put on this week. More parts to order. It's coming together, finally.
We did a thing. And by thing, I mean we put a transmission in.
It's in there.
It's in there.
She looks pretty nice in there, I would say.
Real pretty.
Real pretty. Yeah, we'll show you the back here. Again, everything was painted underneath. We do have some air shocks that we're gonna run in the back here. It's coming along.
About time.
About time. I can tell your mood has changed a little bit.
It's exciting when things go on instead of being taken off.
It's nice to actually have boxes that we can throw away because the parts are actually going on.
Yeah. Fun story. We got the radiator for free. I don't think we ever told you guys that. But ordered it off of some website, I don't even remember. And I bought the one with the fan and shroud. Well, it came, no fan and shroud.
Just the radiator.
Just the radiator. So I was like, hey guys, I ordered 2 extra things with this. Where is it? And they're like, oh, we don't have that in stock, so you can just keep that one and we'll refund you. So we have the radiator now, just not the fan and shroud. But
Yeah, we still need to cross that hurdle. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
all right, so this is the last day for this episode, but he's got the fuel tank over there. He's gonna prime it, paint it, something. And then I'm gonna be over here working on the free radiator. So that's what we're doing today.
Is that painted? It doesn't feel like it's a raw.
It looks metallic, but not
No, I think
raw
it's
metal.
painted. So the question is do we put it in like that? I think that'd be all right, putting it in like that.
Well, jeepers, look at that. I think it'd be good having it silver under there. Too much black.
Well, and yeah, contrast a little bit. Let's pull her out.
Look at that thing.
You put her on the stand here. Yeah, it's already coated.
We don't even need to paint it.
Well, look at that. Something we don't have to work extra hard at.
Wow. Shucks.
Shucks.
Look at that. That's where gas goes in. In case you kind of guessed.
Look at that setting unit.
7 unit already in there? Wow.
She's a tiny thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm used to the everyday stuff with a big fuel pump module.
Oh, and that's actually probably pretty easy to get at because it's not right on top.
Yeah, it kind of sits off the front.
That will be super nice. Although there might be something that goes in the front of it.
Yeah, they got her all wrapped up. There she is. Dude, yeah. We'll put that sumbitch in the way it is.
Sweet.
Liking the look of it, huh?
Tell me what you think.
All right, so we got our master cylinder loosely clutch master in here. We had to cut our angle bracket in here, and Casey decided he wanted to use the stock rod and pedal setup. So I think we got to tighten everything up there. Let's see what it feels like. It's a dry. Oh yeah. That actually, the pedal goes all the way to the floor. Let's get a light in here and I'll show you guys a little bit better. Just sitting there, are you? Casey's got a shifter in.
Mm-hmm. Real nice.
Real nice. So yeah, there's our clutch set up there. The original push rod. So I'm seeing that it does actually kind of it rubs right there, Casey. So there's actually a plate in here that we drilled out a little bit. So we'll probably end up drilling that out just a little bit more, so that rod is not hitting on it right there. I think that'll work. Got a little free play there. This is all loose too, so that'll pull it down once we get it all bolted in there. These bolts are loose.
And we got our brakes set up too, and we used the original setup for that. There's about an inch of play, but
yeah,
original rod in there as well.
yeah. Shouldn't be pushing on these too much with dry seals in there, so I think it'll work. We'll get our our little plate drilled out there, get our boot put back on there. I think it'll work. I think it'll work good.
Sweet.
Yeah, we tried doing some fuel lines today. Didn't have the right parts, so we did get the fuel tank put in there just to see where it was going to sit and how we needed to route the fuel pump and lines and get a fuel filter in there. So yeah, she's coming along. Gets a little busy in this corner, but we do have we're going to add a remote reservoir. We do need to get our slave cylinder figured out, so we're going to have to make a little bracket to adapt that to the transmission. We're not using the cable. That is like a pull cable, so we have to put a push slave cylinder on it. So yeah, that'll probably happen next week, probably Monday. So all right, we got a little bit accomplished today. Now, every few hours we work on this helps. It's good to see it coming along. Again, it's nice to have boxes that we can actually throw away. That means we have to order more parts.
Already got a few coming.
No, drive shaft should be here in another week or so, hopefully. So it'd be nice getting that in. We got some wiring. We got to start on that once we get our brake lines and fuel system all figured out, and then we'll start on that. You have to go get a seat looked at for upholstery. Do that on Monday. So for right now, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next one.